Welcome to Mini Stories, where we'll be listening to Reddit stories. My wife, 30 female, suffers from extreme germophobia and anxiety. I, 30 male, take as many as 30 showers a week to ease her fear of infection. Our relationship is not sustainable and I need help. Hi, everyone. This will probably be lengthy as I have nobody in my life to talk to about this. This is as much an advice thread as it is a place for me vent, and it feels good to air this out. My wife suffers from intense germophobia and anxiety. We have been together for 11 years and married for 8. She has not always been like this. She was relatively normal while we dated, but it started to get worse after we got married. She previously worked at a hotel as a receptionist and was occasionally required to handle and wash guest towels. Well, she ended up contracting a staph infection and had to be hospitalized to have the infection drained. Following this, she had to be on antibiotics for 30 days. Ever since that experience, her anxiety and fear of infection has steadily grown over the years up until this point. We also have 2 children, 2-year-old boy and 5-year-old girl, and her tendencies affect them, also. The following list is my attempt at a comprehensive germ prevention, standard operating procedures, of our household. If I touch a light switch, I need to wash my hands. If I touch a doorknob, I need to wash my hands. If I go to the garage, I need to take a shower before I can sit down or do anything. If I touch her pajamas or I touch towels, then I need to take a shower. If I even enter the guest bathroom, then I have to take a shower. If my kids enter the guest bathroom, they have to have a bath. I am not allowed to use her toilet in the master bathroom. She stops up her toilet every day and requires me to plunge and clean it. She uses 3x as much TP as a regular person would. The cleaning process is 3 Clorox wipes, 1 for the seat, 1 for under, and 1 to use to flush it with. I have to immediately shower after this. If she spills excess water on the floor, then I have to mop it, and anywhere I walk, to include the entire house if that is where I walked after stepping in the water. She goes through entire loads of her pajamas daily just trying to change her clothes. Every time she uses the toilet, she has to change her clothes. She washes her hands and arms up to her elbows and then her face. If she gets water on her shirt, she will change it. If, when putting on her shirt, she touches it to her body, she will change it. If her pants touch the floor when she is putting them on, she will change them. She discards the top shirts in her drawer every time she gets dressed. She uses 6 to 7 towels after a shower, discarding half of them because they touched my chest. As you can see, this adds up and I end up folding laundry for 60 to 90 minutes every day. This doesn't include the time it takes to actually change it out and take showers. If I change out laundry and I graze the doorframe when I enter the bedroom with clothes, I have to discard all of them. If an article of clothing touches the edge of the bed, discard it. If I even touch the dishwasher, I have to wash my hands. If she takes a shower and gets in the bed, she will not leave the bedroom, or she considers herself dirty and would have to shower again. This means if she is hungry or thirsty, I will bring it to her. Her showers last around 40 minutes. She bathes 3 to 4 times and washes her hair 2 times. Our water bill is ridiculous. If my son, 2-yo, takes 1 step outside of his playpen, then he has to have a bath before he can go in his bed. This includes naps. If I take him outside, even just for 1 minute, he would need a bath before he can get in his bed. Not even changing his clothes would suffice. When I clean the house, which I don't mind, BTW. Cleaning your house is necessary. Everything has to be done in a very specific order. No deviations from this order or it has to be redone. Change out laundry and leave washer free. Wash hands, face, and arms and change clothes. Sanitize all toys on floor and put away. Pick up all clothes and put in baskets. Sanitize all counters. Clean kids' bathroom. Take out master bathroom trash, wash hands, replace bag. Take out kids' trash, wash hands, replace bag. Take out kitchen trash, wash hands, replace bag. Clean guest bathroom, wash hands, take out trash, wash hands, replace bag. Take shower. Put bathroom rugs in washer. Take shower. Sweep entire house in a very specific order. Mop house in very specific order. Take shower. I want to make this clear, I have no problem with cleaning, but I often do something in the wrong order or forget to wash my hands and I get berated. My wife has little patience for mistakes that involve germs. Often, I have to clean the house late at night after the kids go to bed, so I will be doing it after midnight. Of course I will make mistakes when I am mentally exhausted. If I bring her water, I have to wash my hands and then hold the cup over my head as it clears the kitchen counter. She thinks that if I hold her cup around my chest that it will touch the counter and be dirty. I do the same thing with plates and utensils. If I have to discard a piece of clothing on the floor in her vicinity, she will change her clothes and get pissed. She thinks that the air created when the clothing hits the floor will blow bacteria all over her. This is perhaps the one that triggers me the most. If my dog gets out, he has to have a bath before he can come back. He gets out often because she won't close the door. My wife will not touch doorknobs. She uses her foot to close the door and she will just fucking leave it open over actually closing it, even when she leaves the house. If I leave the house with my phone, I cannot bring it back into the house until I sanitize it. That includes washing the phone case with soap and water and then using alcohol on the phone. No shoes on the in-house, ever. I had contractors over a month ago and they wore shoes. I had to sanitize every object they touched, and mop twice where they walked. Her depth perception is abysmal. We get in so many fights because she thinks that I touched her with a dirty object when I was halfway across the room. When she gets dressed, I have to watch her and verify that she doesn't touch her body with the outside of the shirt. Same with pants. We never have people over because of her fear of infection. Plus, I am the one who has to clean and sanitize, so I am reluctant to even mention hosting an event or having a party at the house. There is more things I have to deal with, but I cannot remember every situation right now. The worst of it for me is the constant laundry, 3 to 4 loads a day, sometimes more, and showers, 4 to 5 showers a day. I have taken as many as 9 showers in one day and as many as 35 showers in 1 week. I wash my hands over 50 times a day. I have gotten to the point where I just pretend to take a shower or wash my hands if she isn't in the room. I fantasize about just being able to get through my day not feeling like a puppet on a string. I get no sleep, maybe 4 to 5 hours on average, and have almost no free time. And this is not because of my kids. You may be thinking, dude, go to marriage counseling. We did that about 2 months ago. My dad may be the only person who really knows what I am going through. He told me to be completely honest, hold nothing back. That is exactly what I did. I told the counselor everything that I just revealed to all of you. I have had this talk with my wife already, but she says, you can leave at any time, if you can't handle it you don't have to be here. The counselor was speechless for a second but then began to address my wife and asking her if it was all true. My wife just shut down and barely refused to acknowledge it. After the session, my wife got upset at me for throwing her under the bus and canceled all future sessions. I want to say one last thing. Before she went deep into this fear of infection, we had a great relationship. We loved each other and felt we were meant to be. I still love her and want it to work. I have been dealing with the worst of this for nearly 3 years now. I am physically and mentally exhausted. I have thought of leaving multiple times, but I am afraid of how it will affect my kids. We also bought a huge house and invested sums of money into it that we would lose. My wife refuses to take medication for her anxiety. I don't blame her, most of it hasn't worked in the past. Has anyone ever been in situations similar to this? Thank you for taking the time to read, and I appreciate any and all advice. Edit. I want to make something clear. My children take 1 bath a day, sometimes 2. They don't do what I do. That is the one thing I absolutely fucking put my foot down on. But yeah, they need out of this situation ASAP. I talked to my wife a few minutes ago and let her know exactly how I feel, again. She broke down, as expected, and ended our conversation. When I get home we will continue to address this. Relevant comments. OP on why he is afraid to leave. This is what I am primarily afraid of. I fear if I completely admonish her behavior that she will have a complete mental breakdown. She has rarely mentioned suicide because of how depressed she can get, and I don't know what she is capable of. Just typing this out has made me realize that I have to stop this behavior and have someone intervene as soon as possible, for her sake. I have said no, multiple times. I have even packed my bags and left. But I always come back. I still long for the love we had before this began, but I fear it is gone and I am killing myself trying to find it again. I am also scared to be a single parent. My job is demanding and my family lives out of state. But I love my kids and I will do what I have to do for them. OP on his children and the cleaning rules. What is bizarre is that she doesn't. At least, not to the extent of myself and my wife. But it definitely isn't healthy, and I have to talk to my daughter and help her realize that what I am doing isn't normal. I know that I need to get my kids out of this situation as it will damage them. I just need to get the courage to leave and stop enabling her. The kids generally take 1 bath a day. They don't do what I have to do. They are not completely immune, but they are definitely impressionable. I refuse to force them to do what I normally do, and my wife and I generally agree on it. But that doesn't make sense. She will let them roll around on the living room, but as soon as I lay on the floor, I am dirty. Her mind is complete insanity. In fact, I just called her to talk about this on the phone and she broke down and cried, then ended the conversation. I am going to stand firm and let her know that this will not continue. OP explaining his wife's cleaning habits. She does clean, and intensely, at that. She will spend over an hour bleaching the garage every week. Sanitizing her car constantly. If she goes to the doctor, she cleans everything like Ebola is on it. She does clean, but she makes me do everything else. It really is impossible to convey properly. But yes, I am enabling her and it will end. Update. It's been a while since my original post, but I didn't want to post until there was substantial progress. Since then, not much has improved. I decided to convince her to attend outpatient behavioral therapy. To my surprise, she agreed and I was so happy. Unfortunately, she refused to attend the session last night and became violent and suicidal. I had no choice but to get the police involved and have her committed to inpatient therapy. This was the hardest thing I have ever had to do. I feel so broken right now. I'm going to see a counselor in hopes that I can figure out what to do. I don't know how long they are going to keep her inpatient yet, but I pray that she takes advantage of it because I still love her and I did this because I still do. I told myself I would stop enabling her, mainly because I just cannot sustain this life. I am physically and mentally exhausted. My kids are my top priority, but I can't take care of them if I don't first take care of myself. I thank all of you who reached out to me on the original post and recommended things to try. She was set to attend group cognitive behavioral therapy today and I hope that it will help her. Thanks for reading. Relevant comments. Deleted, commented. I'm so sorry she reacted this way, but so glad she's getting help. At least a couple of years ago or longer, a person wrote about their childhood with a mother with a similar issue. Laundry day was a nightmare. If an item touched something, everything started all over. It was onerous and backbreaking. And the kids had to strip, wash and redress after putting the clothes in the wash. Every chore had elaborate steps and they were filled with fear they'd have to start over. This was their childhood. I sincerely hope your wife can get the help she needs to conquer this. OP replied. Yeah, I cannot let the kids live like that. All of this ends today. No matter what, I will do what I need to do to ensure they grow up safely. OP on his wife getting help with inpatient care. Thanks, she has tried to convince me that I am selfish and just did it so I could get rid of her, but I did it for her. I know in my heart I did. I visited her tonight, and it went well. She seems like she wants to get well, but I will have to hold her to it. I could tell she was happy I visited her. I feel like that let her know that I really did do this for her. I drove 1.5 hours just to see her. Going to try to take this one day at a time. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, like, comment, share and subscribe.